You need to plot the points. The next part says plot the points 0, 0, minus 4, 4, minus 3, 0, and 0, minus 3. So let us plot the points. The first point is 0, 0, the origin. We'll plot it here. This is the point 0, 0. Okay. Next, you plot the next point minus 4, 4. So this is minus 4, and here this is minus 4. So this is my point A. Minus 4, 4. Next, the point B, minus 3, 0. Minus 3, 0, x coordinate 0. That means this point must be on the x axis. So this is your point. Call this B, or let me just write it at its B minus 3, 0. And C is 0, minus 3. 0, minus 3 means it has to be on the y-axis because the x coordinate is 0. So this is C, 0, minus 3. Okay. So the first part of the question, okay, I mean, we have plotted the points, the given points, O, A, B, and C. Okay. The first question here is reflect A and B in the y-axis and name them A dash and B dash respectively. Write down their coordinates. So we need to reflect A and B in the y-axis. So this y-axis is my mirror line. So if I reflect A in the y-axis, I drop a perpendicular from here. With the help of a scale, I drop a perpendicular dotted line. Okay, and how much distance is this? If you see, this distance is how much? This distance is 4 units, right? So we take 4 units here also. Drop a perpendicular, I mean extend this line till you have your 4 units here. So this point will become my A dashed. A dashed 4, 4. Okay. So this is the image of A in the y-axis, and obviously this distance is also 4 units. Okay. So now we'll reflect the other point B in the y-axis. So what you do is, in order to reflect B, again you drop a perpendicular. In fact, this is a line you don't even need to see. You just need to see the distance. This dotted line I am giving you for your understanding. Okay. This is your um, distance. This distance is 3 units. And you take 3 units here also. Extend this line. You take 3 units here also. So you reach this point. This point is your B dashed. And what are the coordinates of this point? Since this point lies on the x-axis, the y-coordinate will obviously be 0. And what is this distance you have taken? 3 units in the positive direction of x. So this will be 3, 0. Okay. So the coordinates of B dashed is 3, 0. Fine. Now I wouldn't be surprised if only 1 or 2 of you are actually doing it live. So I know most of you are not doing it, but I can only hope that you do it. Next is reflect A and B in the y-axis. This question is done, and you will write the coordinates. And the question states here, reflect points A and B in the y-axis and name them A dashed and B dashed respectively. Write down their coordinates. So your coordinates I have written here. Okay. Coordinates I have written here. A dashed is 4, 4 and B dashed is 3, 3 under reflection in the y-axis. Now let us see the next part of the question. Name the figure OABC B dashed A dashed. This all the figure that is formed by all these points. Let us join the points and see. Okay, we join all the points. Join this point with the help of a scale. Join this. Next again, we join this. Okay, next you join this. Okay, and you join, what is the figure? OA, OAB. Okay, so this is my point O, this is my point A. We join this also. OA, B, I have already joined. C, I have already joined.
What type of figure is this?
Yes, I'm coming to that. B dashed, and you join this A dashed also. Join this also. Okay, this is what you're getting. This is the kind of figure that you're getting. Okay, when you join. This figure is formed by these points O, A, B, C, B dash, A dash. Check and join it. If you're doing it, one or two, if you are doing, please do it.
Yes, sir, done. Same figure.
No, sir, not done. Please wait.
Purva, you're doing. You're doing. You're
So
actually
you
doing.
think I will? So you don't believe me?
No, I don't believe you.
So then I cannot do anything if you don't believe me.
Okay.
So done.
Fine. The next part of the question is a very crucial one. Find its area. Okay. Uh, yes, before that, let me come to Apurva's question. What kind of a figure is this? Tell me how many sides can you see? Is this a closed figure or not? This is a closed figure, right? This is a bounded figure,
Yes, sir.
bounded by not the dotted line, but the continuous lines, right? How many
Yes.
how many lines can you see? How many lines bounds the figure? How many lines?
So 6 lines.
6 lines. And any bounded figure with 6 lines is called a hexagon, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But the problem is what kind of a hexagon? Okay, that the question is what kind of a hexagon. You see, in class 8, I taught you convex and concave hexagon. Remember, if you remember very clearly, when I started the chapter on polygons, I had defined convex polygon and a concave polygon. In a convex polygon, all the interior angles are less than 180 degree. If you remember, I had told you this. In a convex polygon, all the interior angles are less than 180 degree, right? But in a concave polygon, at least one angle is greater than 180 degree. So if you see all the angles in this hexagon, this angle if you see less than 180, this angle is less than 180, this angle is also less than 180. Okay, but what about this angle? This is greater than 180, isn't it? So one of the angles of this hexagon is greater than 180. Therefore, it is called a concave hexagon. Any questions here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So this is the kind of figure it is. If you're asked to uh, if you're asked the name of the figure, you write it as a concave hexagon. Fine. Find its area. It's a very crucial question. How to find out the area? Now see, this area of this figure consists of three triangles. This triangle, and this triangle, right? It consists of these three triangles. Now, how to find out the area of this triangle? Okay, because area of this triangle and this triangle will be the same. If you can find out the area of this triangle, means you have found out the area of this triangle also. How will you find out? See, let me just erase this first. Okay, consider this triangle. From this point, what is the base of this triangle? The base of this triangle is how many units? 3 units. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
What is the height of
Yes,
this
sir.
triangle? From here, you drop a perpendicular. You drop a perpendicular. So what is the height of this triangle? What is the height?
4 units.
4 units.
4 units.
So what should be the area of this triangle? Half into
In the
3
base into height.
into 4, which is 6 square units,
6.
right? So the area of this triangle is 6 square units. Similarly, if you check the area of this triangle, it will come to the same thing. This is 3 units, right? You drop a perpendicular from here. Okay, this also comes to 4 units. So the area of this triangle will also be 6 square units. So we have found out the area of these two triangles. Now we shall deal with the triangle BCB dashed. Now you see, what is the height of this triangle? What is the height? 3 units, right?
Yes, sir.
And what is the base of this? Here, or this length? What is the base?
So how it is 3 unit?
How it is 3 units?
Yes. So it's given only 1, 2, and third
Fine,
one
3
given only
units.
half.
This is 1 unit, 2 units, 3
2.
units. So
I
this
thought that
height
we're
is
taking the full block.
3 units, right? You understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. I
Fine.
understood.
So height of this triangle is 3 units. Now let us see what the base of this triangle is.
6 unit.
Base of this triangle, this length, this entire length is 3 units here
Sir, 6 units.
and 3 units here. So this is 6 units. So what is the area of this triangle? Half into base, which is 6 units, into height, which is we found out to be 3 units. So this is 9 square units. So therefore, what should be the area of this figure? Area of this triangle, 6 square units, plus this triangle, 6 square units, plus area of the bottom triangle, 9 square units. So this is 15 plus 6, 21 square units. If you see, that is what I have done here. Any questions here in this problem?
No, sir. But
No,
let me
sir.
write.
Shadia, now you can see.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, third question is, state the line of symmetry of this figure. What is the line of symmetry of this figure? What is the line of symmetry? back in class 8. Go back to your class 8 knowledge.
A line which divides the diagram figure into two equal shapes. Am I right?
Two congruent shapes. Okay,
Okay.
into two congruent shapes. So if you see this figure, which line divides the figure? This line. This line. The
Y
y-axis
axis.
divides
Yes.
the figure into two congruent figures, right? So which one is the line of symmetry? You can say either the y-axis here. Your answer should be either the y-axis, or technical people can also write x is equal to 0, because the equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0. Okay. Devduti, which one do you prefer? Y-axis or x is equal to 0? You can't hear me?
So what?
Devduti, which one do you prefer? Y-axis or x is equal to 0? Which answer do you prefer? Okay, so either you can call it the y-axis or you can call it x is equal to 0. Fine. Let us proceed to the next one. Use graph paper to answer the question. Take 2 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both the axes. That means which graph paper shall we use? We shall use this graph paper only. Okay. So fine. The scale is 2 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Okay. This question states, plot the points A minus 4, 2 and B 2, 4. In fact, this number should be 5. And this is a long question, remember. And each question in this particular problem is a statement in itself. Okay, from each of these you will learn something or the other. So that is why I say if you do these 5 questions from reflection, your knowledge of reflection will be thorough. You have completed all the types of questions that can come from reflection. Use graph paper to answer the following question. Take 2 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, which I have already taken. The first question is plot the points A and B. A is minus 4, 2. So let us plot minus 4, 2. So this will be somewhere over here. A minus 4, 2. And B is 2, 4. 2, 4. So 2, 4 will be here. B, 2, 4. Okay. Next question is A dashed is the image of A when reflected in the y-axis. Plot it on the graph paper and write the coordinates of A dashed. So A, this point A is reflected in the y-axis. Which one is my y-axis? This is my y-axis. Okay. When this is reflected, we drop a perpendicular from here. Measure this distance. This distance is how much? 4 units. And then we extend this line such that its length is 4 units. We stop here at 4. So this we get B, A dashed. A dashed is an image of it. So A dashed, what are the coordinates of this? 4, 2. Okay. So this is what we have done. Plot it on the graph paper and write the coordinates of A dashed. So I've written the coordinates of A dashed here. I've written the coordinates of A dashed here. A minus 4, 2 by formula you can say transforms to 4, 2, because if you are reflecting it in the y-axis, then which coordinate changes? Only the x coordinate changes this time. The y coordinate remains the same. And I have shown it also. And I have shown it also on the graph sheet. Okay. Write down the coordinates of A dashed, which I have done. Third question. B dashed is the image of B when reflected in the line A dashed. Now this dotted line The dotted line AA dash now becomes your mirror line. And which point is reflected on this line? The point B is reflected on this line. So this is the point that we want to reflect, B. Okay. So on this dotted line, so what we do here is we drop a perpendicular from here. Okay. And measure this distance. This distance is how much? 2 units. And from here also, you measure, extend this line such that this length is also 2 units. So this point is the image of B, B dash. And what is the coordinates of the B dash? 2. Since it lies on the x-axis, y coordinate is 0, 2, 0. Okay. So B dash is the image of B when reflected in the line B dash. So what is the coordinate of B dash? And the question is write down the coordinates of B dash. What is the coordinate of B dash? 2, 0. So I've written here B 2, 4 when reflected in the line AA dashed or y is equal to 2. Why have I written y is equal to 2? Because the equation of this line, see that this line, this dotted line, this one is parallel to the x-axis, right? And it is what is the distance from the x-axis of this? 2 units, right, of this line. So therefore the equation of this line will be y equal to plus 2, because this is in the positive direction of x. Understood? Remember this. When we'll be discussing straight line, I'll be coming back to this. So that is why what I have written. Either you can write the line AA dashed here. Either you can write AA dashed, or you can write y is equal to 2. Okay. Next question.
Sir,
Write
please wait.
the geometric name of the figure AB A dashed B dashed. Okay. So let's draw the figure.
So please wait. So done.
Fine. So now you join these points. AB. So let's join AB first. With the help of a scale, we join AB. Okay. Next, AB A dashed. A dash. That means this. We join B dashed. So we join this also. Okay. And we join this also. These two also. Fine. We have joined. Okay. Write down geometric name of the figure AB A dashed B dashed and find its area. Can anyone tell me the geometric name of this figure? By not looking
Sir,
at the
kite.
answer.
Kite.
Kite. And why is it a kite? Why is it a kite?
Sir, because all sides are not equal
All sides not equal. So what?
and diagonals intersect and
Diagonals intersect at right angles. Okay, just one reason. But diagonals intersect for a rhombus also. So what?
say a rhombus, all sides are equal.
As all sides equal.
Yes, all sides equal. But how do you know that all sides are not equal here? Just because it looks like it? You see that the adjacent sides are equal. This side is equal to this side. Also, this side is equal to this side, right? Also, what you see is that the diagonals intersect at right angles. Also, what you see is that the longer diagonal, this diagonal, this one, actually bisects this diagonal. So thus you can say that this figure is a kite or a diamond. Okay, kite is also called a diamond. So this figure is actually a kite or a diamond. Okay, so name the figure. I think naming part is, we have figured that out. Okay, write a geometric name of the figure. So look at number 5. The name of the figure is the figure A, B, A dash, B dash is a kite. Okay. Next question is find its area. Okay. How to find out the area? You find out the area of this triangle, find out the area of this triangle and multiply it by 2, because you know in case of a kite, it is divided by the longer diagonal into two congruent triangles, right? So therefore you find out the area of this triangle and you multiply it by 2. So what should be the area of this triangle? Let us see. First of all, the height of the triangle. What is that? What is this height?
2.
2 units. Fine. So we have managed to find out the height. And what is my base of this triangle? This entire length?
8.
Yes,
8
because
units.
this is 4 units. Okay, and this is 4 units. So base is 8. So what is the area of this triangle? Half into base 4 plus 4 into height 2, which is half into 8 into 2, which is 16 by 2, which is 8 square units. That is the area of this triangle. So what is the area of this figure? The double. 8 into 2 is equal to 16 square units. Any questions here? If there are no questions, then I can move on. Should I move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Should I move on in my life?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What are you saying?
Everyone
sir.
moves on in their life.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Find its area. That is done. Number 5. Name a line of symmetry of the figure formed. What is the line of symmetry? Which one is the line of symmetry of this figure? Which divides it into two congruent triangles, right? Yes, A dash
Sir,
is the
A
line of
dash.
symmetry. So your answer here is the line of symmetry of the figure. The kite is the line A dashed, or if you want to write the equation of the line, it is y is equal to 2. This I have written only for your information. Even if you don't write the equation, it is okay. And why have I written y is equal to 2? Because this line is actually your line of symmetry. Okay, and what is its equation? See that it is 2 units from the x-axis, plus 2 units in fact, in the positive direction, plus 2 units, and since it is parallel to the x-axis, therefore its equation is y is equal to 2. As I told you, any line that is parallel to the x-axis has the form y is equal to b. And what is this b? This b is the distance of it from the x-axis. So y is equal to 2 is the equation of your line. You don't need to write here. Even if you don't write, if you simply write a dashed, it will suffice. But I am telling you this in order to make you prepared for the next chapter that I'll be discussing later on. Okay, so that is what. And next one. If m and n are foot of this part 6, if m and n are foot of perpendiculars from a and a dash on the x-axis, then find the coordinates of m and n. foot of perpendicular from A and A dash. What are the foot of perpendiculars from A? This is, remember this, foot of perpendiculars from A and A dash on the x-axis. Which one is the foot of the perpendicular from A? You draw from A a perpendicular. Okay, this point M is the foot of the perpendicular. And what is this point? This point lies on the x-axis. The y coordinate will be 0 and it is in the negative direction of x. So this is -4, 0, M. And N is the foot of the perpendicular of A dash. So from A, you draw a perpendicular on the x-axis, N. Okay. And the coordinates of this will be, since it is again on the x-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. And since this distance is 4 units in the positive direction, therefore this will be 4, 0. So here, as I have written in the answer, the coordinates of M is -4, 0 and the coordinate of N is 4, 0. Okay, so I have recorded it in the answer as well as in the graph sheet. Okay, so should I stop here for today?